Step up your game this holiday season by making these delicious bread buns for that your visitor, for those children, yourself, and for everybody. Let's make bread buns together, so easy to make. So the first thing you need is groundnut oil, then some flour, then you need some sugar, eggs, and little baking powder, then very clean water. That's water you are seeing in the bowl. The first thing you want to do is to sieve out your flour. Sieve it out very well to remove any particles. Then add your baking powder. For this one quantity you are seeing in that, I use about half of it. Then add your salt, add a half spoonful of salt as you can see in the bowl. Then add the sugar. For this quantity of bread bun, I use about half cup of sugar. Okay, mix that thoroughly so that everything can be well incorporated into the flour. So when this is done, the next thing you want to do is to break your egg into a bowl. For this I use 2 eggs, then mix thoroughly, then add the cooking oil. I use vegetable oil. Then after that, mix again. The next thing you want to do is to add some water, then whisk this thoroughly. Set it aside when done. So when you are done with this process, the next thing you want to do is to pour those mixed egg into the dry flour and mix thoroughly. Add some water if you feel the egg mixture is not enough. Okay, so add some water and continue mixing. Then after, we should now transfer into a flat surface and knead well. Use all your power, be a woman. Next thing you want to do now is to cover it and allow it to stay for about 45 to 1 hour, after which you check it again, and this time let's cut our bread buns. So on a flat surface, sprinkle some flour and then transfer your kneaded dough onto it and knead very well. I mean, you have to knead again. This process involves arm power. You have to use your arm. So knead very well until everything is very smooth. Okay. The next thing you want to do now is to cut your dough into 2 equal halves and set the other part aside. Then with a rolling pin, use it on the dough and flatten it. Flatten it as much as possible. Okay. Thank you. Turn the other side and repeat the same thing. Okay, so just flatten it out, and when you are done with this process, the next thing you want to do is to roll it out. So hold the tip of the flour and roll it on your flat surface with your hands. Carefully do this so that it will be so smooth and neat. So when everything has been properly rolled, the next thing you want to do now is to go in with your knife and start cutting. Cut it according to your preferred size, but don't make it too big so that it can be evenly cooked. When it is too big, it will not be cooked easily. Repeat the same process for the other halves. Okay, the same way you roll, the same way you slice and everything. That's what you are going to do. So when everything is now set and done, now let's go and fry our bread buns. So into a pot, pour some reasonable amount of groundnut oil for frying of this our delicious and beautiful bread buns. Okay, and make sure your heat is medium. When the oil is hot enough, the next thing you want to do is to go in with your bread buns, put everything individually one by one, as you can see in the video. After which you stir gently, flip to the other side so that one side will not be burnt while the other side is uncooked. Stir gently from time to time. It is very necessary. Fry until it is golden brown. Each section can take between 20 to 30 minutes. Repeat the same process for all. This can be enjoyed on a hot afternoon with cold drink, with soft drink, with your wine. You can present it to your visitors. They will really appreciate it. You can give it to your children, especially now that they are on holiday. So you can also make a business out of it because it doesn't need much. Just flour and some groundnut oil and you are good to go. Just like that, bread buns is ready. If you have watched with me to this time, I really appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, kindly do. And if you find my content valuable, click on the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell each time you subscribe so that you can be among the first to get notified each time I drop new videos, because I'll be dropping new videos every week, sometimes twice in a week. Until next week I come again, God bless you and bye.